You've probably heard the phrase, knowledge is power. But what if that's no longer true? What if right now we're living through a quiet revolution, one where knowledge alone isn't enough to make you valuable or even employable? This isn't science fiction, it's already happening, and it's being driven by AI. So here's the question. If knowledge no longer gives you the edge, what does? What if everything you're good at, your jobs, your skills, your edge, was quietly being automated behind your back? This isn't a future problem, it's happening right now. And most people won't even realize it until they're irrelevant. Welcome to the allocation economy, where value no longer comes from what you know, but how well you direct intelligence and resources. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly what even is this new economy and how you can prepare. So for the last few decades, we have lived in what economists call the knowledge economy. In the knowledge economy, your value came from your expertise. You studied, learned a higher value skill, and became a specialist. It was built on education, communication, creativity, and critical thinking. Knowledge workers like lawyers, doctors, software engineers, consultants, marketers, academics became the backbone of the economy. And we started optimizing life around one goal: learn more and you'll earn more. That's why university enrollments exploded in the last few decades. Also, online courses, self-help books, podcasts, certifications, it was all about acquiring knowledge and building competence. It was a world where learning gave you leverage because knowledge took time and dedication to accumulate. And it worked until AI learned to do it too. Now, knowledge has been unbundled from humans. Enter the allocation economy. You now have tools like ChatGPT that can write a blog post, summarize legal contracts, draft emails, and generate video scripts. Midjourney and Runway can create professional quality images and videos without needing a designer, and developers have GitHub Copilot, marketers have Jasper and Copy.ai, analysts have AI dashboards that self-interpret data. Writing, coding, designing, analyzing, even managing. Work that used to take years of skill to develop can be done in minutes. Knowledge just isn't what it used to be. So now what? The game is no longer about just doing the work. It's about managing the work, whether it's done by humans or machines. The best professionals today aren't the ones who outwork everybody. They're the ones who understand which systems to use, how to delegate to AI, and how to make high-quality decisions quickly. Everybody has essentially become a project manager. They're not workers, they're directors. And this is critical. Allocation is not about being passive, it's about being strategic. It's about answering questions like, what needs to be done? Which tools are best suited for this task? Who or what can do it fastest? And what should we not be doing right now? For instance, imagine two marketers. One is a talented copywriter. He spends hours writing, revising, and optimizing a sales email. He's good, really good, but he's slow. The other isn't a great writer, but he understands AI. He prompts ChatGPT to generate 5 variations. He runs an A/B test. He uses Zapier to track conversions. And within 2 hours, he's already got data, feedback, and a winner. Now, he didn't write the best email. He allocated his tools to find the best performer. And guess who wins in today's economy? The one who knows how to direct the system, not just be a part of it. Or take this real story. A startup hired an intern, 0 experience in business, but this intern had one skill: using AI tools like agents and prompts. Instead of asking for training, she fed their product documentation into ChatGPT. She used it to draft email scripts, onboard guides, and customer service macros. And within days, she'd automated part of the team's workload. The team wasn't amazed by her technical ability. They were amazed by her ability to think like a manager of systems. That's the allocation economy in action. So, what does it take to thrive in this new landscape? Now, there are 4 core skills that define the modern allocator. Now, I'll go through all of them now, but I've also created a checklist that delves into each of the action steps in more detail, so be sure to check that out. The link should be in the description below. So, first of all, you need vision, the ability to clearly define what you want. Now, AI is a powerful tool, but directionless without a goal. Think of it like a genie. If your wish isn't specific, it'll give you something weird or broken. Vision means knowing what you want and being able to communicate it with clarity. It means understanding outcomes before outputs. Now, whether you're briefing a human team or an AI model, the better your vision, the better your results. So action steps, which I go into more detail in the checklists. First of all, practice writing prompts daily and iterate until the output matches your intent. Write outcome briefs in 1 sentence, 1 paragraph, and 1 bullet lists. Use the 5 whys framework to break down vague goals into clear, actionable outcomes. Role-play task requests with AI and study how professionals refine briefs. And document your decision-making process to clarify your internal logic. Next, you need tool sense. With hundreds of AI tools launching every week, it's easy to get lost. Evaluation is about being able to quickly figure out the right tools, models, and workflows for a given task. Can you assess which tool does the job best? Can you test two approaches and iterate fast? There's no shortage of options, but there is a shortage of clarity. Allocators move quickly because they don't get paralyzed by options. They experiment, evaluate, and decide. So action steps, pick a weekly use case and test 2 to 3 tools side by side. Use a decision log to document why you chose certain tools, and build a basic scoring system. Accuracy, speed, UX cost, and prompt stack. Test 3 versions of the same prompt and compare. And finally, set time-boxed decisions. Choose in 10 minutes, iterate after. Next is discernment. So now we're surrounded by unlimited amounts of content and most of it's garbage. So how do you stand out? With taste, which is your ability to recognize quality. Taste isn't subjective fluff. It's the pattern recognition you develop over time that lets you say, this works, this doesn't. The allocator with great taste knows how to refine and improve what AI produces. They separate signal from noise. AI can generate, but it can't judge. That's your job. Action steps, generate multiple outputs and rank them. Ask why one feels better. Create a taste file with great copy, designs, and ideas. Reflect on why they work. Reverse engineer content you admire to understand its structure. Follow creators with elite taste and pay attention to their patterns. And audit your own work weekly and rate it against your best examples. And finally is system leadership. You're not the machine. You're the one running the machine. So you don't micromanage, but you supervise systems. Oversight is about building workflows and knowing when to step in and when to let systems operate autonomously. You don't have to know how to do everything yourself, but you need to know how to manage it, optimize it, and fix it when things break. Think like a manager of agents, not a manual laborer. And action steps is assign daily tasks to AI like a junior employee, review and refine, create simple SOPs for recurring tasks and improve them weekly, review weekly output and tasks, what can I automate or streamline, build small systems using tools like Zapier or Make and monitor them, and then practice giving AI feedback. Tone, clarity, precision, refine the loop. Again, you can download the checklist for more on these action steps. So, what does this mean for your job, career, and just the future of work in general? Whether you're an intern or a founder, your role's evolving. Even junior hires today are expected to manage AI outputs, optimize prompt chains, evaluate tools, and then deliver strategy, not just execution. All employees will need to start thinking like managers. You're no longer hired just to do the work, you're hired to design workflows, manage tools, and think in systems. Roles are flattening, and execution is no longer the bottleneck, judgment is. Companies don't need more workers, they need better allocators. And the skill gap isn't technical, it's strategic, and those who can think in terms of systems will rise fast. So, here's the takeaway. The value has shifted from knowing to directing. So if you want to become an allocator, here's your challenge. For the next 30 days, just do 1 vision task, 1 taste task, 1 evaluation, and 1 oversight task per week. Journal your progress, and then you'll be thinking and working differently in a month. So if this sparks something in you, and if you're the kind of person who wants to lead in the age of AI, make sure to subscribe to stay useful, because knowledge might be common now, but clarity, that's still rare. I'll see you in the next one.